Just start us off with how the team is doing after last weekend's win and what you guys are doing to prepare for tomorrow's match against Houston.
So a short turnaround to play this match against Houston at home. We were pleased with the performance of the group, especially from the second half. The mentality was very good. We know how important it's going to be every game that we play, and especially the games that we play at home. And I thought that the energy and the way we play was excellent. We follow the plan, and we have players playing and performing very well. Besides the fact that also our fans, the energy that they brought in, it was phenomenal. And now we have another one at home against Houston, a good team. And we're prepared to be able to battle and compete again coming tomorrow.
All right, we'll get questions started with Ryan Clark.
Hey, Gio. With the quick turnaround, do you guys anticipate rotating the lineup at all, or what do you think that might look like for tomorrow's match?
Yeah, I mean, we evaluated each player. We assess how they're feeling, and we make our decisions upon that evaluation that we took from every player. So, and that's how we're going to move forward. So at the end, it's making sure that we can put the guys that we feel are going to be able to perform.
All right, we'll go back to Ryan Clark. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was also going to ask you, Gio, about Felipe. He didn't play last game, obviously, but with an opportunity to come in for some guys who might need some rest in this one, how do you envision him fitting in tomorrow?
He's going to be on the bench again. He's going to be part of the 20, so he will be there as well with the opportunity to play in this match. And then we'll see how the game is going to go, and maybe he'll get a few minutes.
We're going to go to Sam Spiller of Stump 10 Buddy next.
Hi, Gio. Like you said, busy stretch of games. They're all coming up. These next 6-7 games here, all against Western Conference teams. And like you said last week, every game is really pivotal for the squad right now. How do you ensure that the team kind of maintains that urgency and the energy that they showed, last week, especially like you said in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, the first is making sure that every training session, every moment that they're here, that we give them everything that they need in order for them to make sure that they feel the environment in which we need to make sure that we do a good job in keeping them ready, keeping them to a high level of intensity, and then the players have to want it for themselves as well. And I feel that energy in the locker room. I feel that that willingness to want to work in the air, in the environment, and if we can at least compete the way we did last game, I think we will be competing in a good way every match that we're going to have, especially focusing on these home matches that are very important for us to make sure that we get 3 points.
Sam, go ahead.
Yeah, just a quick follow-up. Christian Paredes doesn't look like he's going to be ready to play a role tomorrow night. Do you have any update on his recovery timeline or when he might be able to be back in the lineup?
So he's not going to be ready to play, as you mentioned, tomorrow. But the good thing is that the injury is a lot better than we expected. So a quick return would be most likely the case for him to bounce back and be able to be available soon. So we will see if it's going to be for Nashville or if it's going to be for the following week.
Go to Paul Danzer of the Portland Tribune.
Hey, Gio, I'm just curious, as someone who's been around MLS for a long time, what's reaction when a player like Bale shows up in the league? And talk about some of the recent additions, Bale being the big one. But in terms of big picture, what's your view on players like that coming to MLS?
Yeah, so first of all, hello. Good to hear from you. And I mean, you want players with name, you want players that have played at the highest level to participate in MLS, players that are coming here to contribute, to make the league more competitive. And from the standpoint of someone that has been here from day one in MLS, I want this league to continue to move forward, to grow, to be even stronger, more respected worldwide. And I believe that the more players that can come in and realize how difficult the league is, the more information we'll get to other places and then respect this league even more. So for us, we look at it, that is a positive, and we're looking forward for those matchup against teams that are bringing those type of players. And I think in this particular moment, I think it's healthy, the situation that we're hearing about, these players coming in.
And just quickly, talk about Houston and what they do well and what's allowed them to be have some good success this season.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny sometimes when we talk about success, no, because they're 3 points away from us, and I do agree. I think they done well because they're a difficult team. They have improved in some areas. They have a roster that they have added some additional players that make the team stronger. They look united. So it's going to be a tough match. And probably when you have a player like Herrera training already, that brings always the level of everyone in the facility. So we expect a difficult match, a tough, competitive game that we have to be ready, and we're playing at home. At the end of the day, this is our home. This is our fortress. This is our place where offense supporting us, and we need to be as ready as we can be to try to get the 3 points that we need.
Next, we'll go to Pike Parker.
You said Fridays won't be available. Does that mean Eric could step in? And what does he offer differently? Or what does he provide your squad that's maybe a little different than the other guys who are back there?
Yeah, I mean, Paredes has probably been one of the most influential player this season for us. So definitely is a player that we will miss. But Eric also, I mean, we know the quality that Eric has. They bring some similar things in the way they play in regards to good balance, good on the ball, being able to find spaces a little bit higher up in the field. Maybe one has the ability to be able to dribble more through lines, which is Eric. The other one has great mobility through lines, finding spaces and combining. And both are just two very good players that we have. So of course, we don't want to see anybody injured, but in this particular case, Eric is prepared to play. We saw in the second half, and when he has the mentality to play the way he did in the second half, then he's one of the best in the league.